Hey y'all, what is up? What's going on? Today we are doing a quick toot in my thoughts on the Kylie Cosmetics Purple Palette. Before we even get into anything, I don't want to see anything, hear anything about the Kardashian Jenner crew in general. The fact that I even have to say this is a little bit stupid and ridiculous in my mind. However, I know how some people get. Some people are really moved and aggravated by them for some reason. I mean, I'm not really moved by much, especially anything that's like celebrity wise, because like that's not my reality. We are simply focusing on the makeup, so let's go ahead and get into the quick little tutorial. Alright guys, sorry if you can hear the rain. It just randomly started pouring down, raining outside. First thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes with the Kat Von D High Voltage Eye Primer. This is my favorite eye primer of life, however it is discontinued, so I'm gonna have to start trying other things because I hate that I use this all the time, and a lot of people ask what eyeshadow primer I use. This is it, but you can no longer purchase it. So the first shade that we are going to go in with is Stone. Stone is a taupey ashy color. I'm using the MAC 224 brush. It looks super scary, but it is a great transition shade. I feel like these shades on brown skin, darker skin can be a little scary, but when done right with the right color palette, you can do it. The next shade after that, we are going to go in with Turning Violet. Turning Violet is a legit purple. Like when I think of purple, it is a purple, if that makes any sense. And I'm going in with the MAC 217, and this is just gonna go on the outside here, just to build up the outer crease and the outside of my eye work. And I'm not swiping, I'm just pressing it. Then switching back over to a 224 and just blending that together. All right, now that we got that laid down, the next shade we're gonna go in with Wine and Dine. And this is like that deep wine purple color. It's so pretty, not quite burgundy. This is definitely more purple than burgundy. Sometimes burgundies can kind of pop off more like a reddish color. And this is actually going to go right on top of that first shade. Not too high though, I'm gonna take it a little bit further over. This is just to really deepen up that outside. Take it over to the middle just a little bit. Then after that, the next shade we're going to go in with is Purple Smoke. And Purple Smoke is exactly what it is. It's this cool tone purple shimmer. It is, putting my brush in it, I did leave a dent. It's a little chunky, but you can, it's not horrible. Like it goes on the eye really smooth. This is going to go in the center and go over a little bit from that last color we just laid down. I'm using the MAC 247 brush. This is actually a concealer brush, but I like it for applying my eyeshadow. And the mattes blend out beautifully. The shimmers, just be super careful because they do fall out, but I mean, that's a shimmer, so that's not anything that's to be expected with a shimmer. And then the last color for the lid here, we're going to go in with Trophy. And Trophy is that cool tone shimmer. It's not quite gold. It's like a taupey gold. And I'm going to go in with a Morphe pencil brush. Now this one definitely does fall out. When I used it last week, it fell out all over my face, and I already had my foundation done. So be careful. And just press. You can totally wet your brush with this. That's not something that I generally do. I don't really have like a legit rhyme or reason, because I always have some sort of spray close to me, but I don't know, it's just something that I don't do. You can also use a glitter glue if you want, but I got it to work just fine. Anything that's a little bit more chunkier with the shimmer of the glitter, I always just press it on. Make sure you tap off and then press it on. If you don't tap it off, you will have fallout all over your face. Then moving on to the lower lash line, we're gonna go in with Blueberry. And I'm using a Morphe angled brush here, and I'm lining my waterline with this. This shade is so pretty. Then to keep it interesting, right up underneath it, I'm going to still use that same angled brush, and I'm going to use the shade Amethyst, and it's this one is definitely more of a shimmer. It's not chunky whatsoever. It's really pretty purple. Look at that, that's gorgeous. And I don't have any issue with these shades blending out. And then last but not least, we're gonna go in with Periwinkle on that same Morphe pencil brush. And you guys know I gotta do my inner tear duct because that's my thing. Really quick, just to clarify, Trophy and Purple Smoke are chunky glitter. Amethyst is a shimmer. Alright, let me pop on my lashes and then we'll be back with some final thoughts. Alright, time for my thoughts. So this is not the first time I have purchased from Kylie Cosmetics. I have the Burgundy palette here. Also the Royal Peach palette. I'm not gonna lie, this palette is hands down one of my favorite palettes, like my top 3. The color selection is very unique. The color combinations that I put together, the looks I create with this palette, I reached for this palette an awful lot. I would have never thought in a million years that this would be a palette that I reach for, but I love it. However, alright, so as far as the Burgundy palette, I can't stand this palette. I think this palette is horrible. It is not good. In comparison to the purple palette, as you can see here, there have been upgrades. This one does not have a mirror, this one does. The shadow quality in the purple palette is extremely different from the Burgundy palette. The Burgundy palette, I feel like the pigmentation isn't there. When I put it on and I start blending it, it just doesn't pop on my eyes. I've tried it with glitter glue, I've tried it with numerous different eyeshadow primers. I don't like this palette, it doesn't work for me, my skin tone. However, the purple palette, so typically, I am not into cool tones or purples. I don't know what's going on. There's been a shift. Maybe I'm just tired of the warm tones. Never thought I would say that, but I'm just kind of like, okay, let me start getting into something different. So the fact that this is cool tone and purple, it grabbed my eye. I haven't seen a legit purple palette on the market. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything. I think Natasha Denona, but no one's spending $130 on a palette. Like, that's just like, nah. Like, you got me bit if you think I'm spending $130 on an eyeshadow. Like, I don't know. I can't do it. I cannot do that. However, when I saw this, I was kind of like, okay, this is legit purple. We got some purple things going on, but I was scared to buy it because I know the Burgundy palette I wasn't a fan of. However, since I love Royal Peach so much, and again, Royal Peach is way different than the Burgundy palette as far as it applies, so I was like, you know what, let's give it a try. So glad I did. This is down to first impressions. I've already been using this palette. I love the way that these shadows blend out. The mattes are great. They pop off really well. I feel like this is a palette where what you see on the palette is what you're gonna actually get on your eyes. The mattes go on easy. They blend out nicely. The glitters are glitter. They have fallout. Some of them, like, let me see, Periwinkle and Trophy, they do have fallout. Periwinkle, Trophy, yeah, just those two had some fallout on me, but other than that, everything else is great. I used everything in this palette. Yeah, I used every shade in this palette except for Lilac. I'm not really sure what I would do with Lilac because that is just like, that's going to be ashy on me, so I don't see me using that. But for this to be a 9-pan palette and I used every single shade instead of this one, that's pretty good. Also, something else that really blew me away, I know anytime Kylie puts something out, because I follow her cosmetics line on Instagram, anytime she puts something out, it sells out. This did not sell out, which is really strange to me. I don't know if people are into purples, if it's too basic, if it's not like for some reason as popping as other palettes are. Like, she puts out so much stuff, and like I don't ever like any of the collections or any of that stuff, but when I saw this I was like, yes, I want it, I need it, give it to me. So all around, this is a palette that I will be using a lot. You guys will probably see me use this a lot. Is this worth it? I absolutely do think it's worth it. This is better than a lot of things that are actually on the market right now. And since we're on the vibe of palettes, I got tagged in, I think is it all the palettes? I got tagged in that challenge. Makeup Struggles tagged me in that. If you have not seen Makeup Struggles, you've been missing out on life. Grab you a cocktail and watch Makeup Struggles, because she's dope. But she tagged me in the all the palettes tag, so I am going to collectively grab all of my eyeshadow collection and show you guys what I have. I already have like a pile of makeup and eyeshadow palettes that I am giving away, just simply because I am going to be buying a lot more things here, and I don't like to acquire too much stuff. I do use quite a bit of things on my clients that you guys don't see on my channel, just simply because it's for my client kit, but I feel like I can't hoard all this stuff, and since I'm going to be buying some new things, I was like, you know what, time to get rid of the old stuff, things that you're not using, so you can make room for the new. So you'll be seeing my eyeshadow palette collection really soon. So I hope that this video was informative to you guys. I hope that it's helpful. I love the palette. I love the look that I came up with. Let me know if you were into purple cool tones. I know cool tones is something that's like really like iffy for anyone that's, you know, dark skin and deeper. However, it works. That taupey shade stone in my crease, I'm loving it. It doesn't look ashy at all. I think it just really helps tie and pull the look in together. Alright guys, so that is going to complete this little tutorial and review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Peace!